welcome back to Randomcraft. Now, as you can see, in between the last episode and this episode, we have done a bunch more terraforming, and the eagle-eyed amongst you may have realised the base was just there. It's now up here. I decided to completely rebuild this because I have plans for this little section. That pig is standing right where I need to build later on. That's swine. Now, it's been a very busy week here in Randomia, so how about we go over some of the things that's been going on? But first things first, I really need to check my honey levels.
Enigma! 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 Enigma!
Shannon, stop.
This is not a drill! That's code purple! Code red! I don't know your color codes, but it's code something! Right now, war room! No time! Okay, bring our bot!
Where's the war room? Well, I guess we have to go to the war room, wherever that is. I'm going to assume it's at his house. He seems very angry. I mean, more so than usual. Very frantic. Also, did he say to bring 𝗲𝗏𝗏? I suppose I'll get it and go see what all this is about. 𝗲𝗏𝗏! Hey, we're needed. Over. Why are you holding my iron blocks? What have you been doing? Have you been reorganizing my chests? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We need to go over and see Shallan. Apparently we're needed in his war room. Do you know where that is? I have no idea where that is. Oh, you do? Oh, well, let's go then.
All right. I have gathered you here today on the eve of Gerald's wedding. It's okay, Gerald. It's political. You don't have to be in love. Anyways, I've gathered you here today because there is a great travesty going on in this world, and this is unacceptable.
Wait,
unacceptable.
What travesty? What's happened? You just came over to me and said war room. I don't know what's happened.
Enigma, our bot knows what's wrong. He's ready. He's ready for war. Sir Well, he probably wants some bamboo still. But after that bamboo, he will be ready for war. Gerald has been ready for war since the day he was born. Me as well. Enigma, I can't have you questioning me right now. Are you ready for war?
I'm ready to kill whatever you need. I just need to know what it is you want killed.
The world. Gonna destroy the world.
All right, cool. Well, you just destroy it like this? This.
Yeah, just dig, Enigma, dig.
All right, I'm going.
Did you reach the bottom yet?
No, this is gonna take forever. You know, there has to be a better way of doing this. You know, I think we need to figure out a new strategy.
To the war room!
Yep, that did not work at all. I actually think we just made more of a problem.
I know, I'm at my wit's end. I mean, I yelled America yesterday, Enigma. I'm patriotic, but that's not something I yell.
Well, what would America do?
What would America do?
Do you think this is the good war on the land that you're after? Is this suitable?
Is the land gone?
Let me check. Yep. Yeah, the land's gone.
Then I think we are winning! Well, Enigma, I think that worked pretty well, but I've got, taxes to pay, food to eat. I can't just sit up in that cart all day long. There's no way we can do this ourselves.
It's still going to take too long if it's just you and I. This is just not doable. I don't think... I think we're losing the war against the world.
This is unacceptable. Do you have any ideas?
Yeah, what we need is more people. We need more people.
Randoms, assemble!
Well, that was entertaining. So, as you can see, the storehouse has had a little bit of an upgrade. We decided to give it more storage, and this behind me is why. So me and Shallan have come up with this event, the Form of Terror. All the randoms have to do is grab their tools and get ready to terraform. Pick a communal area plus your district and dig and place blocks to create a fresh look to the city. During this week, your stat performance is being monitored. And believe me, I am monitoring you. All of you. But why am I monitoring them? Well, this is why. Because we have a prize book. And inside this prize book... people. Bunch of savages. You're a bunch of savages. You put the book back to the first page. Always put the book back. You know what? Whoever did this, I'm going to find out. I will find out. No prizes for you. But yes, the prize book! Here you can earn prizes for being the best. The prizes are split into 2 types, Diggy Diggy Hole and Philly Philly Hole. Each type has a first, second and third place. Ayo, let's go! So first place, we've decided there will be a shulker containing 4 diamond blocks, Swift Sneak 3, 4 tomes of Undying, max netherite pick, redstone shop coupon, magic stand coupon, 4 stacks of rockets, 1 villager trade coupon, 16 slime blocks, plus some emeralds. And then second place, it's pretty much the same, but slightly less. And third place, again, just slightly less again. Now you may be wondering why 𝗲𝗏 and I have decided that this needs to be done. Well, as you've seen in the previous episodes, this land is rather janky, and all of the randoms are planning on making a city, and we kind of need to be connected. 𝗕𝗢𝗥𝗚 needs to be connected to 𝗕𝗢𝗥𝗚, 𝗕𝗢𝗥𝗚 needs to be connected to 𝗥𝗔𝗡𝗙, and I need to be connected to 𝗓𝗏. See, and that's been a problem, because 𝗓𝗏 and I, we've not been formally introduced, and I keep trying to welcome her. I left her gifts, I gave her bees, but she's not responded. So I need to figure out a better gift for her. And I think I know who to ask. 𝗕𝗏𝗥𝗚. Give 𝗓𝗏 a better gift. I just don't know what to get her. I mean, I gave her bees already. 𝗕𝗏𝗥𝗚, I need to get 𝗓𝗏 a gift, and I don't know what to get her at all. Like, I know she likes soup, but I can't give her soup. I mean, what's better than soup? Bigger soup. Bigger soup. You know, I think that might work, 𝗕𝗏𝗥𝗚. We need to get to cooking. Let's go. 𝗕𝗏𝗥𝗚, come on, soup. Get all of the soup. I'm trying. Come on, go. We need salt. Salt and pepper and stuff. Bring me the rest, please. Thank you. More soup me, bro. Okay, one more 𝗕𝗏𝗥𝗚. Thank you. Okay, I think we're ready for Operation Soup Me Bro. Okay, we're at 𝗓𝗏𝗫𝗛𝗚s. We have all the materials that we're going to need. I have my ender chest. I have all the wood. I have all the soup. We just need to make a little gift for her right around here. Now remember, this is not a prank, okay? This is me welcoming 𝗓𝗏𝗫𝗛𝗚 to the neighborhood. I am not pranking her. I know she likes soup. Everybody knows she likes soup. It's soup. Alright? Okay? Are we in agreement? Good. I'll be right back. Oh, there we go. That may have been a quick jump skip for you, but that took me a short while. I'm not going to lie. That was a lot of soup. Now, I'm not going to show you what's up in there. However, I will give you a quick little glance. Bloop. Bloop. Okay, that's it. If you want to see what's actually up there, you're going to have to watch 𝗓𝗏𝗫𝗛𝗚's episode, because I don't want to spoil anything. So make sure you go there and say, hey, welcome to the neighborhood from the box, man. I hope you like soup. Also, soup. Alright, I've literally spent the whole day doing this, so I am going to go back home, and we'll see where the adventures take us tomorrow. You know, the randoms have been super busy with terraforming. We have a beacon over there, there's beacons over there, beacons over there. Beacons absolutely everywhere. And you know what? It's been great. And seeing how this land is all coming together, yeah, I know it's a little bit devoid of trees, but the land itself is looking spectacular. In fact, let's just go up into the sky and I'll show you what I mean. So as you can see down below, we have a ton of new terraforming thanks to the randoms. There's still a little bit that needs to be done. However, this has got me thinking. This side, where I live, over here, this bit is mostly done. And yes, this pig is still here. Which I suppose is a good indication of what we're going to be up to, because we are planning on making a new shop right around here. And that shop is going to be for redstone. So, how about we get to doing a little time lapse and get our redstone shop done. we have now made this absolutely, I mean, look at the size of it. So this is our first shop of the season. This is the Enigma Redstone shop. As you can see, we have a little redstone picture up there, just for those who fail to be able to read these massive letters for some reason. Now, I know that this is absolutely massive. However, I do have reasons. Okay? So this season, I really want to do a redstone shop that is unlike all of the other types that I've done in the past. So the bottom 2 floors here, that's going to be our redstone shop, our primary redstone shop. And the reason that it's this big is because on the inside, as well as actually selling the individual components, I'm going to show examples of how each thing is used. And then up on this floor up here, we're actually going to put a bunch of clerics so we can get even more redstone, because I don't know how much we're actually going to get through. And speaking of which, I also have this strange delivery from Catboy, which is very nice of him. And inside here, we've also been given a bunch more redstone. So that's going to help a lot. Now, I also want to add a bunch more stuff to this building. As you can see up at the top there, we have a clock, and it has no hands. And that's because in the next episode, I want to make a working redstone analog clock, which is going to sit up there and let the randoms know what time it is. So this is the front of the building here, and eventually we'll have a path going underneath this awning that's sticking out from the side. And then around this side of the building, we have our big redstone text there, so it can be seen from even over, well, currently over at 𝗕𝗢𝗥𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 𝗕𝗢𝗥𝗡𝗚 actually has a plan for all of that area. That is all within his district, and he wanted to make a different set of mountains. And if you're curious on seeing exactly what that is, I suggest you go and check out his videos, because honestly, I don't actually remember what his plans were, even if I wanted to tell you. Anyway, here we have our fire escape, and then we have our delivery doors, which eventually I may open up and put some deliveries of redstone, maybe make some sort of vehicle here, because in this little section just here, I want to make another store later on. So eventually this will kind of become like a sort of like a dirty, grimy sort of alleyway for deliveries. And then round the back it is currently completely blank because I may put more buildings coming off the back here. So we'll ignore this bit for now. What? No, I do. I have plans for it, but I just don't know what those plans are yet. And then around this side of the building, we have a couple of exhaust fans, and then some space for us to maybe eventually put some propaganda posters up and stuff like that. And then attached to this building is a smaller head shop. So this is where we're eventually going to put our heads. And I know, it's a lot smaller. However, it doesn't need to have any examples in it, okay? So currently around the side of the head shop, we have our sign. We don't have one on the front. Eventually, I'm going to actually put a bunch of head work and maybe some armor stand stuff here. So that's going to really highlight what this building is for. But we can currently go up these steps and inside here. So eventually there'll be 2 floors. So it's a bit of a bigger space than it appears from outside. It's just, you know, it looks small because that's just so massive. Now you may be wondering exactly how I'm intending to stock this shop during this season. Now, I am going to eventually have a little vending machine that randoms can throw redstone into and receive diamonds in exchange, and that's going to be one way we're going to get redstone. The other way, though, is this. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. That's right! See, this season, I have rebuilt the witch farm that I made previously in seasons 1 and 2. Now, I know I haven't done a time-lapse of this, but I have done it 2 seasons running. And you know what? It's the same witch farm. If you want to go and see how it's made, you can just go back to season 1 or 2, okay? Those videos need love too. However, the principle on how this works is on the inside of this machine here, there is a bunch of shifting plates, which you can see here as they're moving backwards and forwards. And the witches spawn because this was originally a witch hut. And then every time they do, they hit some string, it triggers the bit, and it pushes them through where they fall to their death. And then we get all the redstone, all the sugar, all of the gunpowder, all the spider's eyes, and then we also get sticks and glowstone. This one's spare. And we've made this witch farm inside this absolutely gigantic perimeter. So this perimeter has been a bit of a split effort between myself, 𝗕𝗢𝗫𝗛𝗏, and LagMonster. We've not done all of the floor yet. I think we've got up to over here. Yeah, we've got up to there. So we're about halfway with doing the floor. And you may see that there is a bunch of random bits of obsidian just floating in the sky. You may also see some flooded mangrove somewhere. But each one of these represents a spawner on the inside that we have found and then protected to make sure that it didn't get blown up by the TNT. This season, we also did something a little bit different. See, we flooded all of the side walls so that we didn't have to sort of build walls up, so they stayed nice and flat. And then we just had these little holes that we filled in, mostly with cobblestone. And then up at the top, we have made a small little super smelter because we needed a lot of glass. We actually needed 74.5 shulker boxes of glass. We have currently collected around 40. We need another 30-ish to go. As you can see, it is still producing glass in the background. So this super smelter is called the T-cell super smelter. I believe this was originally made by Archon and Timesoft and myself before I even started playing on Randomcraft. So this has worked for a long time. And basically these here, dupe carpets, we have a bank of 4 on this side, and then we have a bank of 4 over here. And then those go into water streams, and they feed all of these furnaces. We have 2 furnace arrays, one this side and one that side. And then up at the top, we have our input chest, which we currently access via scaffolding, but eventually I will have a words. They're hard. Up there, we'll have a shulker unloader, which will unload shulkers worth of stuff and then send that down. So they go out into these 2 little hopper minecarts, get sent backwards and forwards on the track. And then we have a bunch of dispensers down here that are listening for anything that they can send out, and then they output into this water stream. And it's currently all collected in these chests down here, which eventually we'll probably make a shulker loader for. But this is just one T-cell. And although that's good, it's not fast enough. Which has given me an idea for a new shop/service over at the shopping district. So now that this one's done, let's just remove this. And let's change it to what we actually are going to be doing. There we go. So in Season 1 of Randomcraft, 𝗕𝗢𝗓 and I made a service called the Junkyard. I know, the name is beautiful. And inside the Junkyard, randoms could take shulkers full of little knickknacks, bits and pieces, leftover blocks from builds and so on, things they don't need anymore, and they could deposit it into the Junkyard. So they would take their shulker box, put it in, and the shulker box would take all of that, organize it all into individual chests, and put it on the bottom floor. And then the random could take their now empty shulker box and fill up with blocks that they do need that somebody else has deposited. It was a really, really, really fun service. So this season, I want to recreate it, but bigger and better, and with a super smelter that the randoms can pay to use. So that's now added to our new to-do list board. So we still have some terraforming to do. We need to plan out our pathways. We'll maybe do that in the next episode. Create shops, screw pop-ups. That one's actually done now. We can get rid of that. Set up an area for maps because I want to eventually do a custom map shop, as you can see here. Speak to 𝗕𝗢𝗫𝗛𝗏. 𝗕𝗢𝗫𝗏? Who's 𝗕𝗢𝗫𝗏? 𝗕𝗢𝗫𝗏? Are you watching this? You do your homework. So I want to speak to 𝗕𝗢𝗫𝗏 about sharing the gunpowder from the witch farm because I don't need it, and I believe he has a rocket deed, so he might be interested in that. Create the junkyard, do a newspaper shop so we can keep the randoms up to date on the goings-on of Randomia. I know, I'm still not sold on that name. And then eventually I want to blow out the underhabs, wait a minute. Create the junkyard, build the junkyard. I'd already written this down. You know, I don't think I've been getting enough sleep. The other day, whilst we were doing the dragon fight, I could have sworn I saw a giant man-bee just floating around. I might need to go and see a doctor. Or lag monster. Anyway, that's going to be it for me this week, everybody. I hope you all had a glorious week, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you do, don't forget to drop a like, consider subscribing to all those things that everybody asks you to do. But, you know, you already know how to do, but we still ask you anyway, because that would help me a ton. And I know this episode might end up, after the edit, being slightly shorter than usual. This week has been a lot of terraforming. A lot of terraforming. And I've been helping a lot of randoms, Peanut, Creamsicle, a little bit with 𝗕𝗢𝗏, helping out a little bit with Dolan, sorting out some stuff for Shallan, Lag, and Magic. It's been a lot. So I am a very tired box. This is hopefully going to come out on Friday. I'm hoping it comes out on Friday, but it might not. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you will have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Enigma out. I love the idea of just it being randoms assembled and then Enigma's just like, so we've come up with a competition. It'd be like Avengers assemble, and then it turns out that the Avengers, all they've assembled is a raffle. Like that's pretty much all we've done. 𝗕𝗢𝗥𝗑𝗏 had no input on this. He was absolutely useless. Honestly, I don't know why you keep him around. I genuinely don't. Like, at least 𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏 fetches things for me. Like, if I throw a bit of TNT, he's like, oh, Enigma, you've dropped some TNT. What does 𝗕𝗢𝗥𝗏𝗏 do for you? What does he do for you?
Well, if he hadn't lost his monocle, he would be sophisticated.
Yeah, no, 𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏 agreed. Fair enough.
Also, slime balls, once I figure out how to milk him.
Wait, what?